Right, guys, so the Euros is fast approaching, and can you feel that, boys? Can you feel it?
What is it?
It's optimism, guys, because we're going to win the Euros. It's happening.
Really?
Success. It's on the way. Can you smell it? Smell that success wafting its way? If that's not an optimistic face, I don't know what is.
We're not going to win the Euros.
Well, look, we're going to... Anyway, regardless of miserable man over there, we're going to try and put together an England squad. A lot of debate over it, and this is going to be a collaborative effort to try and put together a 23-man squad. Can we do it?
So you've got a Tottenham fan, an Arsenal fan, a Liverpool and a Man United, and you want us to collaborate?
And a QPR fan for the little guy. Clint Hill might get in the squad. We'll see. We'll see. I just think let's give it a go, shall we?
All right.
We will try.
So what we're going to do, we're going to break it down into a few different videos. We've got goalkeeper and defenders, midfielders, and then strikers. We've got 35 names based on the squad that's come out for this week's game. But there are also, what, Sam? Wildcard picks, which can be implemented.
Can we do that
as and when
again?
you need.
Right. That wasn't scripted, I don't know where that came from.
I didn't see that coming.
So, should we crack on? Goalkeepers. Let's go first.
Yep.
Right. Who we got? Ben Foster, Fraser Forster, Jack Buckland, Joe Hart. Anyone missing?
Heaton?
Tom Heaton. There's your wildcard pick. Straight
Sorry,
away.
Tom.
Yeah.
Who's he play for?
I don't know.
Burnley. Top of the
There's the one
championship.
for the little one.
Little man knowledge
Three
there.
keepers.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I just...
Yeah.
That's Ben Foster.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, mate.
I think this is...
I think I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
It's a
Sold.
novice one, isn't
Yeah,
it?
we're agreed.
So, starting 11, that's for another time, but your three goalkeepers, Flav, we've got them sorted. Fraser Forster, Jack Buckland, and Joe Hart.
What takes Roy Hodgson so long?
I know, it should be easy,
Look at
shouldn't
that. 5 seconds.
it? Okay, right.
Could do this on Vine.
No, don't. Right, this is where it's going to get a little bit tougher. Fullbacks.
A lot of talent in that area.
So let's start at the top then. Right backs. Who's definitely on the plane?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
both on the plane,
Simple as that.
without doubt.
There we go. That's easy. Fair enough. So we've got our right back sorted.
Again, through lack of choice. I wouldn't say there's any other real alternatives to Walker and Klein to go on that plane. He's not a right back. Put that
Smalling
back.
not
can
saying
fill
he
in. He can fill in.
Like, I know, it's in the same vein as Phil Jones can technically fill in at right back, but
Look,
he's
you
not
can stand
good
in
at
there
right
if you
back.
need
I
to.
could
I
fill in
could
right
fill
back.
in
Yeah,
at
exactly.
right back.
Doesn't mean I'm a good right back.
But sometimes with a squad, it's good to have like a sort of utility type player. You know.
And I
We'll,
think,
we'll
yeah,
come on to the centre
I
backs.
think
but
and I think utility players will play a big part,
Yeah.
as they do in any squad.
So for your left backs,
Left backs. Are there
Left
any
back.
ones that definitely need to be on the plane for you, Robin?
I think he's done a good
Okay.
season.
I actually agree. I think Ryan Burton's got to be on the plane.
yeah.
Flav, is there anyone else that's got to be on the plane for you?
Danny Rose has got to be on the plane.
Danny Rose has got to be. So we'll figure it out.
Some collective...
Danny Rose has been one. He's hard. He's a hard one because if you don't, everyone who watches their team every week, they have players that they know are decent. I know Danny Rose is an excellent fullback.
Kieran Gibbs, I think, has got a shout for this team because...
What?
Yeah, listen, Danny Rose has had a great season, right? Leighton Baines has been he's injured for most of the season, and for me, since he's come back, he's been a shadow of his former self. Maybe he could get in there because he's good on set pieces, but I don't know, I'd leave Leighton Baines. Let's go for some dynamic pace.
This is Roy Hodgson.
Gibbs.
We're talking about Roy Hodgson here.
I think either Gibbs or Rose.
How many games has he
Aaron
started?
Cresswell, a bit unlucky.
How many games does he start for Arsenal? Genuine question.
Yeah, but recently he's been playing. He's been playing recently.
No, but more important, how many games has he started for England?
10. I think it's about
10?
10 games he started for England. Yeah, listen.
Right.
How many games has Danny Rose started for England?
Okay, let's go to a
No.
vote. Let's go to a vote for the left backs. Right, you've got 2 votes each. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So who wants to vote for Ryan Bertrand?
Yeah, I'd say. Bertrand.
Right, I'll take Bertrand, yeah.
Yeah.
4. Looks like he might be on the plane. Leighton Baines. Who wants to vote for him? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the moment he's on. Kieran
What's it?
Gibbs. Who's voting for Kieran Gibbs?
Oh.
Come on, man!
Sorry, mate.
Aaron Cresswell.
Kieran's a good
I actually originally had Aaron Cresswell down, and I think it's a very similar argument for Bertrand and Cresswell.
Are you
It's
voting
good-
for him or not?
No, I'm not, because I've already given my 2 votes, so
Well,
I've
there you go,
accidentally
so-
changed my mind.
Anyone else? No one?
Yeah, no.
No.
I like Cresswell a lot though.
Danny Rose.
That's my vote, but
You've already voted for...
You get 2 votes.
so he's out as well.
So there's your 4 fullbacks.
Democracy.
Move them across, Mr. Flav. So yeah, that's what we've
It
done.
should be a dictatorship, though.
Unlucky Kieran.
With centre backs, you can take 4, or you can take 3, and someone who can play centre back if you need him. That utility player that we were talking about. Is there anyone on there that's definitely on the plane? Flav.
Chris Smalling's 100% best informed centre back in Britain or England.
I'd say he's in for a shout for being captain.
mate.
That's another video. But
It's
for now,
'cause
he's
he's
definitely on the plane.
No, I said he would. No, yeah,
So
he
who's
is.
having Chris Smalling on the plane? Who's got Chris Smalling?
Smalling's on the plane.
He's on the plane.
There we
He's
go.
on the plane.
So that's a
Madness.
definite. We'll move him there. Then we've got 3 more. Is there anyone else on here that has to go? For me, I think he should go.
He'd get
Stones.
my vote as well. I think he's
What's he,
he's very young. He hasn't done anything, but
He offers something
he's
different.
good
Do you
enough
know what, right?
to play.
But what's he done and what's he done? You've got to pick. We need some centre backs on the plane.
Right, serious thing. On John Stones, I'd have him on the plane for the next one. And that's an experience thing. You know, for me, he doesn't get in the first team, but he gets there because he needs that experience of going to a major championship and see what it's like. Because ultimately, right now, he's not the best defender in the league, but he could be.
So who wants John Stones on the plane?
I'd take him.
I want Stones.
I'd
I want
take
Stones. I want
him,
Stones
but he
on the
hasn't
plane.
been that great.
There we go.
He's been a little dodgy, but...
So-
But that's got a
Potential
potential
wise,
to be an excellent partnership for England.
You see, it's looking at this, and this is a weakness,
This
definitely.
is a weakness.
Eric Dier, he should be used as a last resort as a centre back.
So you've
What is he that bad at centre back?
He's not bad, but you know we're talking about Euros against some of the best attacking players in Europe.
You've got to take Jagielka and Cahill for me.
Yeah, I think
So
look,
we got-
it comes down to how you want to structure your squad. I totally understand having a centre back who can play defensive midfielder, but look at the centre backs, lads. They're not the best centre backs in Europe. We're weakening it even more by putting Dier in for me.
As a centre-back.
The one thing I would say with that is that ideally you have your 2 centre backs and they're going to be your 2 centre backs for the entire tournament. After that, you'll have one guy if one of them gets injured. You've got to have another one get injured for you to have to use that last player. I think it's worth the risk. So I would just take one of them. I'd leave Cahill, I'd take Jagielka, and I'd take Dier as that utility player.
Well, I think Cahill's, should go in ahead of Jagielka.
Well, if we
Should we go to a vote?
if you have to just to include Dier wouldn't be there as a centre back. He'd be there as a last resort.
Yeah,
Coming into midfield is where he'd be owned, and he'd be 100%.
absolutely. But he can also play right back, can he not?
Yes, he can.
So I think that he's that utility guy that you won't need him, but just in case he's
The
that
utility
safety.
for the midfield, I don't want him at the back.
So okay, what about out of these 2? One of these 2 have definitely got to go.
Jag, I'd take.
Cahill.
Right, so who's back?
Who's Jagielka?
I'm taking both of them.
You're taking both.
I'm taking both of
We'll
them.
get to that, but out of these 2, who would you take?
Cahill.
Cahill. for
So
me.
who's got Cahill?
Cahill.
Put your arm up.
Cahill.
1, 2, 3.
I would
You've got
take
Jagielka,
I
I'd go
prefer
Jagielka.
Jagielka as well.
Right,
but
so
they're both going, aren't they?
Cahill's on the plane. Now it's to that. Do you take 4 centre backs or do you take that utility player?
Jagielka's not my vote.
Who's got Jagielka?
As a defender, Jagielka.
Yeah, as a defender, Jagielka.
I'd take the risk, but that's fine. Majority rules. So there you go.
I mean,
It goes into our midfield pot. So
I mean,
don't
but
worry.
if you look at injuries as well here, you've got Smalling's been out parts of the season injured. Stones hasn't had a flawless season. Jagielka as well. So if you're saying it might not happen that 2 players have got to get injured for these players to come in, it could happen. They haven't got the best records this year.
That is our defence and goalkeepers. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And make sure you subscribe to Bull Street. Next up, it's midfielders.